am going to do a quick little video, is flipping through the pages of this pregnancy journal. It is Pop for Joy, a pregnancy journal, and I'm just going to show you what it has. So the first page has an area where you can put your name, who it belongs to, the date, and if found, please return to. So you can put your address, a phone number, or anywhere that you would like this item to be returned to, in case it is lost. It has different, 4 different sections. So the first one is for preconception. So if it is a planned pregnancy, maybe that is right there, okay? So here are the chapters included. Countdown to baby, preconception, first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, and labor delivery. So this tells you what page it is at. And the first section, some people may use, some might not, but it's still a pretty cool section. Here we have a countdown to baby, so it has a little spot for every week, so you can put a check mark or a mark every time you get through every week, or you get to the next week. So it says, once you know your baby's due date, fill in the dates below to make this page a quick reference of your progress. So some people would like to put the date, some might like to use a check mark, whatever it is you feel. A sticker if you're having a week. And then it has a little area for the due date right down here. And a very cute little bear. Cute little bear. Very cute little bear. So yeah, this little bear is very cute. And the colors are very gender neutral. I love that the colors, it's like a bluish green, and it has some yellows. Here we have, the orangey color of the bear, and it's very pretty. So we have I have seen many different pregnancy journals. This one seems to still have that babyish feel, so I like that about this one. Some of them are a little too modern for my liking, but everyone is different. So this is a very cute journal. I am not pregnant. It is a blank journal, and I purchased a long time ago a different journal that I ended up using for my daughter, who is already 10 years old, but I had written down all my pregnancy things into a regular notebook, and so I transferred that into a pregnancy journal later on. But this one I ended up not using, so I still have it here. And so yeah, this is preconception, and it has an area for you to write about you and your partner or whoever you're having a child with, if you'd like. So it says about us. Maybe you are not. I would say you should be able to use this for yourself, or you can flip the page out. I know every circumstance is different. So it says date we met, where we met, reflections on that day. But I do love that it's very easy to just rip off the page if you'd like, or cover it with photos of anything that you are interested in. Making the decision to have a child, it is small mantras. It is to decide forever to have your heart go walking around outside your body. So this is a quote by Elizabeth Stone. So the book has a lot of little quotes, and some of them I like, some of them I don't like. It just I think quotes are very personal things. So I'm not a fan of quotes that are already written in the book. That's another reason I got a different one, because it's not that I don't like this particular quote, but I prefer to write things that come from me in my journal. So that is what I did with my journal. So about me, a section for about me. So full name, birth date, birthplace, hometown, height, hair color, eye color, career and puppies, a photo of me as a baby, and then it has the same for your partner. You can put a photo of them right there. Babies, ancestral roles, so you can put, mother's ethnicities, father's ethnicities, babies, estimated percentages, an interesting story about my family background, an interesting story about my partner's family background, and then we have baby's family tree, and you can put pictures right here for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And that is my little baby. And let's see, baby's extended family. So we have a section for that, and it has the maternal side and the paternal side. Looking ahead, so the number of children I want to have, the number my partner wants to have, how many boys and how many girls I would like to have, how many boys and how many girls my partner would like to have. So I feel like this can be tricky because some people already have children from previous relationships, or even from that same relationship. So this is one of those sections that I found a little bit limiting. But it is good if you are starting, if not have children. What I look forward to most of a pregnancy, what I'm not looking forward to, what I look forward to most about having children, how my life will change most once I become a mother, qualities I hope my child inherits from my family, qualities I hope my child inherits from my partner's family, my biggest hopes for my baby, and then it goes on, and then it talks about changes. So lifestyle changes that you needed at first, or that you did before trying to conceive, and tells you things that you should avoid if you're trying to conceive. Then we have another area with different things that are recommended to do before. As always, it is different for everyone, but this is the general information that they decided to put in the journal. First trimester, and it has a little tab right here, so you can easily go to any section that you need to go to. It's right here on the side, okay? So very cute little onesie with a cute little heart, and so we have first trimester right here, and another quote, and baby's journey, the first 12 weeks. It gives you some information on that. Maybe I can do an intelligible whispers reading with all of this, because it is a lot of writing, so I could do a totally unintelligible reading with that. What I look forward to the most about the first trimester, what I'm not looking forward to during the first trimester. This is how I am pregnant. So when you find out, the date you found out, estimated date of conception, estimated due date, how I found out, how I felt when I first found out, and pregnancy test picture if you'd like one. How you shared the news with your partner, the reaction, how you celebrated. Just a little area to write down how you feel. Supply list, and things that bring you joy, things that you look forward to about labor and delivery, what do you look forward to about having a newborn, aspects of pregnancy that make you fearful, my biggest concerns about labor and delivery, my plan to work through my fears and prepare for the future, my maternity style, so anything that you like to use or that you had to change for your pregnancy. It's right here, like are you over traditional, ultra chic, crunchy as can be, hopelessly hipster, casually comfortable, or if you have something that you feel totally different, you write it right here. When is the best time to schedule a professional maternity shoot? So if you wanted to schedule a maternity shoot, there's space for that here. How I plan to handle my growing bump, and I will talk about my pregnancy. And then it says way too often. If people ask about it, rarely it's my business, or it has some other sections. You can have pictures here of your belly or the things you like to wear. Creature comfort, so this is things that you enjoy Do you enjoy a back massage, foot massage, napping, snacking, loose clothing, ginger ale, magazines? What do you enjoy during this time? And how you feel emotionally so far. And it has a lot of space here for you to write how you're feeling, so that's very good. The lines are pretty clear. But they are dotted, so they aren't like straight lines. Well, they're straight, but they're not consistent. So health chart, and then you can read a lot about. It has a lot of information, so that is pretty interesting for a journal. A lot of them don't have that much in them, but I enjoyed having one without all of that in because I felt like I used books, for anything that I wanted to find out. I would find out through books or my midwives and any of that. I did not want to have to come and read that in my journal because my journal it's my place to write, about how I feel. But some people enjoy having it in there, so if you do, it does have a lot of information. The things I already do to stay healthy, what I should start doing to stay healthy, weekly notes, week 3, it does week 1 to 3, and then it has week 4, week 5, because in the beginning we don't really know usually. So week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7, and it gives you some information. At 7 weeks, babies already have an inch long, about the size of a blueberry. Also, the facial features, bones, kidneys, lungs, and other major organs have started to form. So it gives you little bits and pieces like that. Notable tests and screening. So if you want to know about different tests that are very common, it'll give you like a little briefing on them, some information on them, like what the names are, what they are for, and then you can look through that. If you want to decide what you want to have, what you don't want to have, all that. Teen baby. So this has information about the difference between an OBGYN, a midwife, a doula, a lactation consultant, and then you can also take a look at that. Other people I want as my support team. So who do you want as your support team? Let's see. Upcoming appointments. I find this very nice, very useful to be able to keep it in a journal. It has a date, time, week of pregnancy, purpose, and location. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you have like complications or for some reason you needed more appointments or maybe you just wanted to check on things more, then you might need more space than this, but that is what they give you here. First appointment, date of an appointment, doctor or midwife's name, medical group, where I plan to deliver, phone number and address, what I like about my doctor or midwife, what I like about the place where I've chosen to deliver, questions to ask, baby's official due date, the most exciting moment of the appointment, summary of the appointment, recommendations from my doctor or midwife, questions to ask at my next appointment. Week, and then you can put a picture of the ultrasound, the first ultrasound, which is always one of the fun things to do. Details about the ultrasound experience, so you can write about that here, and that is always very fun. Bump tracker, first trimester. So first trimester photo, another photo, another photo, another photo. And you can write down the week down here below. It does give you a spot to write down the week. We have first trimester indulgences. So if you were craving anything, you can write about that here. What do you have bought for the baby so far? What do you have bought for yourself so far? I feel like it's very important that we don't forget about ourselves, or the others don't forget about the mother. I see a lot of like getting things for the baby, but the mom really does need a lot of or benefits from a lot of different things so that things can go smoothly and she can be very feel good emotionally, physically, and in every other way. So it's always good that it has a spot to make you think about, have I gotten myself anything, or what can I get for myself to feel more comfortable, or maybe what have others gotten for me, because I know a lot of people do love to give pregnant women gifts. So 3 things I'll always remember about the first trimester. So you have a very long page. You can write a lot about what you will remember, and so yeah, whatever you would like to remember, you can write right there. 3 pieces of first trimester advice for my future self. So you get to write that. If you have any advice for your future self, so if you're ever pregnant again. Second trimester has a cute little cloud. and nice little star, moon, star. And we have another quote right here. That's the life of a mother is the life of a child. You are two blossoms on a single branch. And this is by Karen Ziegler. And this covers week 13 through 27, weeks 13 through 27. And it gives you a little bit of information again on that trimester. And then what I look forward to the most about the second trimester, and you can write about that right here. And body check again, cravings, food aversions, how you're feeling. It has a little area for checklists, so fatigue, nausea, and all kinds of other little things that it has right here. So you can check feeling that, but it adds a lot of little empty blank lines, so you can add your own thing, and you can use those as well. And then it has a second trimester supply list, so it'll tell you what are very important things to take during the second trimester. Of course, it's always important to, I would say talk to your own doctor or midwife, but this journal just has like the basic information on things that have been, I would say, traditionally used for a long time. So like, your vitamins or anything else, body pillow. Obviously, you start taking vitamins way earlier, but it does mention it here, and it mentions them in the one before. So it's almost like a reminder of the things that you need to make sure you have or still have and keep on taking. So it mentions prenatal vitamins, DHA supplements, books on what to expect about pregnancy, list of helpful websites, body pillow, maternity clothing, stretch mark cream or lotion, and then it has a list for anything that you might find important. I like having a lot of extra space because I feel like what someone finds important is very different than someone else. So it gives you a lot of space to think about those things that you want to get and then go check them off your list as you get them. And then it talks about the challenges of sleeping during pregnancy a little bit right here and how it might be more uncomfortable. So it suggests body pillows and a couple other things. How I announce my pregnancy to friends and family. So it's about the announcement, the most memorable responses, how I announce my pregnancy at work, how I plan to balance work and family once the baby comes, love and support, how my partner has been supportive during pregnancy. So like I said, some of these things apply to everyone, some don't. I love the journal that I got was called the I think it was called something the belly. I forgot right now, but it's yellow and it's like I think it's called the belly book, and it's yellow. It's like, and it's very, very good for like if you just either are single or just don't want to write a lot about that person, or for any reason you just want to keep it more about the pregnancy. So that's the one that I got, and I loved it. So, but if you do have a partner you want to write about, this is very, very good. How my partner has been supportive during my pregnancy, little things he's done for me that I'll never forget, how I have made my partner feel a part of the pregnancy, how I could include him even more, how will I set aside time for my partner once baby comes, whom I can call to watch the baby kids for a date night, how I will set aside me time once baby comes. That doesn't always work out, but it's a good section. Things that will help keep me things that will help keep me sane after busy periods of little or no sleep. And then it has different ideas like journaling, movies, hair and nail appointments, warm baths, shopping, friends, naps, and then it has a lot of little areas to write anything else. But I feel like for me at least, it was I would say napping would help more. Some people don't like to go out and get energy from doing things, but I felt like the beginning was so very busy that I would rather nap whenever I could. So, and that was a long time ago for me, but I don't think you forget how sleepy you get. People who have been supportive during my pregnancy, how they have helped me emotionally and physically, ways I could use even more help, little wiggles. Did I first felt the baby move? How I felt at this moment. Did my partner first felt the baby move? my partner's reaction. It's always a cool moment when I feel that moves. Unsolicited advice rant. This is a really fun section. Everyone likes to give advice on either pregnancy or birth or how to raise a baby or millions of different things. Personally, I think, every person tends to know best. So unless they ask something, I would say don't give them any advice. That's advice I give myself. I don't tell other people what to do. But this is very fun because I hear every pregnant woman usually will tell me, advice that they got that they did not appreciate. So it has an area to let all those feelings out, and also to remember them years later when you might be able to see it with a different perspective. Maybe you will like some of the advice, maybe you won't, maybe you laugh at it, or just it's fun memories. Advice I just might consider taking. So if you did find any advice that you think was useful, you can write about it right here. Boy or girl, my partner and I have decided to. Did you want to find out? So finding out, not finding out, finding out during pregnancy but keeping it a secret from everyone else, wait to find out on the baby sex at birth, or of course learn the baby's sex as soon as possible. Things I look forward to about having a boy, or things I look forward to about having a girl. So it has a spot for each depending on what it is. They will learn the baby's sex, how we felt when we found out, how it changed our perspective on the pregnancy. So did you feel differently? Maybe you thought it was going to be one and it was something and it was the other. So all those fun little facts. Name storm. So I like this little area because it has names you like and names your partner likes, and it has a spot for names you both like in the middle. But I think this is kind of one of those areas where you have sometimes have a very favorite name, and each person has a favorite name. It can be tricky, but it does have a section for this and the names that both people like. Names other people have suggested to us. The craziest name suggestions. Our top 3 boy and girl name picks. Boy names. So first name, meaning, significance, middle name, meaning, and significance. So it has a spot for the first name and the middle name and the meaning for a boy, and it gives you 3 different options. So your top 3 names. And then for a girl, the same thing with your top 3 names, the significance, and it also has a spot for middle name in each of them. So I like that a lot because it gives you space for that. Dream log. So if you have any interesting dreams, pregnancy-related dreams, or very vivid dreams, any of that you would like to write about, it's right here. Baby registry. So it has a list of very basic items and a couple other things, and you can check the list as you go and register, or as you buy it, or someone gives it to you, or however that works. Where I plan to register for my baby items, what I hope I get, what I hope foremost, what I prepare to buy on my own. Baby's nursery. So the nursery theme, maybe have a theme, color palette, special touches you plan to add, nursery budget, you can write it down right here. Money, time, space, and are not factors here. Use the area below to create a collage of your dream nursery. So right here, you can create your dream nursery regardless of whether that's what you're going to end up doing or not, which is very fun. Sweet relief. Again, a lot of information on itchy skin, restless legs, heartburn, backaches, and a lot of other things. So it has a lot of information here. Weekly notes, again, week by week, and another information on your baby, what they're doing at 16 weeks. They are about 4.5 inches long, about the size of an avocado. Baby can hear you now. So it gives you more information right there. Weekly notes again, and at 22 weeks, baby is already 11 inches long. The taste buds and tooth buds are forming this week. During a second trimester ultrasound, it's not uncommon to see babies sucking a thumb. So it has some information right there. Again, more weekly space, and then a did you know area. Again, with 27 weeks, and the length of the baby, which is 14 inches. And second trimester appointments. So again, space for the second trimester appointments, second trimester ultrasound, how that was, anything you want to remember about it, maybe how it felt, maybe something funny or something that you did. Then we have bump tracker, second trimester, so you have pictures of your bump and when you started to show and how loved ones reacted to my growing belly. Bump tracker, second trimester, so it continues with that, how strangers treated me differently now that I have a bump, and how my visible bump makes me feel. So that's page for that. and a few of my second trimester indulgences. So cravings, things or other things that you indulged in. What did you buy for the baby this trimester? What do you have bought for yourself? 3 things you always remember about the third trimester. And it has 3 things, but if you want to write more, you can always use the space however you like. Second trimester advice. So any advice that you would give yourself in the future if you were ever to be pregnant again, to remember to do this or that during the second trimester. We have the third trimester. And a nice little quote right here. And then it says to be pregnant is to be vitally alive, thoroughly woman, and undoubtedly inhabited. I'm not sure how I feel about all the quotes in here, but that's what it says right here. Baby's journey week 28 to 40. More information. What I look forward to most about the third trimester. Body check again. Third trimester supply list. So it does the same thing again. And then pre-baby bonding. How I spend time bonding with my baby. How my partner has spent time bonding with the baby. What baby responds to the most, my sense of the baby's personality, words I use to describe my baby, what I imagine my baby will look like, parenting style, what I like about my upbringing, what my partner liked about their upbringing, aspects of our upbringing that we would like to avoid with our child, how I have been able to practice parenting in the past, how I would describe my future parenting style, how my partner and I plan to work together on a consistent style, how we plan to handle outside criticism of our parenting style, time to celebrate. So for this, it is date of baby shower, games they played, other little details about your baby shower, a lot of little details about the baby shower and photos. And then we have more baby shower photos, what you're more thankful for, gifts that you received, who was there, master task list, so things that you still have to do, like schedule a hospital birthing center tour, find out your hospital birthing center's policy, and so forth. So many other little list of things to do. The date of the tour, the impression of the facility, my plan for child care and house sitting while I'm in labor, choosing a pediatrician, hospital bag checklist, or birthing center if you're doing that, or home birth if you're doing that. You would also anything you would want for that. Items I absolutely cannot forget. Items I will include the last minute. Date I packed my hospital bag. So it's really good to have that. It's also good to I would say have it ready, like in your car or something, so that you can always have it ready to go. Meal planner. I ended up without my hospital bag because I went to an appointment and then I ended up having to have it early, so I did not have my bag with me. And I remember I cared so much about them getting my bag, and I ended up using like not a lot of what was in it. So creating memories. So I had someone go and get my bag and didn't really use much of it by the time they came back. You know, it was very quick labor. Creating memories, well, not very quick, but pretty quick. Creating memories. And I don't know why I'm blabbing. Baby proofing, finishing the nursery, nesting time, classes that you took, if you took any pregnancy classes, birth plan, you know, who's going to be there, policy on cameras, visitors, when do you want visitors after birth, how do you plan to celebrate, getting some sleep, self-checkup, and how you're feeling emotionally, weekly notes, and then you can write down notes for every week again and have little quotes based on your baby, how they're doing. And it also has a spot for bump circumference in every single one of these, which is really cool. Third trimester appointment, third trimester ultrasound, bump tracker, again, pictures of your belly, pictures of the belly, third trimester advice that you write, language of labor, so it gives you all the different things, important things that you want to know for labor, signs of labor, contraction tracker, and then information there, calling list, so what you want to call when you're in labor or after the baby's born, and then labor and delivery, which has a section for labor, when labor started, how did you know it was a real thing, labor tips that worked, labor tips that did not work, 3 words you would use to describe it, details you always remember about labor, then a photo of you in labor, how I would describe the hospital birthing center or birthing place, 3 words you would use to describe the birth,
details you will always remember, how this pregnancy and birth has been different from past experiences, if applicable, the baby's full name, date of birth, the location of birth, length at birth, and happy birthday wish, photo of the baby, and how you felt when you first saw the baby, how your partner reacted when you first saw the baby, how you would describe your baby's personality, whom my baby looked most like, share your joy, so who was there with you, either during or after the baby was born, who did you tell first, how you announced it, when you first, how you announced it, all of those details right here, your official birth announcement if you had one, friends and family came to visit us at the hospital birthing center, so a list of anyone that came to visit, and a list of anyone that visited when you were at home, keepsake checklist, so hospital bands, name card, handprint, footprint, anything else like that, right here, and an early memento from my babyhood that is special to me, so right here. To home we go, a picture of you guys heading home, and the aftermath, so how you feel physically after, how you feel emotionally after, your favorite part of motherhood so far, early moments that you won't forget, challenges that you're facing, how you conquered and plan to conquer each challenge, labor and delivery advice for the future, so anything that you would tell yourself in the future, and a letter to the baby, which I think is really awesome to leave a letter for your baby. It's really awesome. And my beautiful family, so a picture of the family date and a beautiful little quote. So that is a quick little review of this. Maybe I will grab some books and do unintelligible whispers with this. I think that will be very fun, where I can just tap and flip pages and not have to read all the details. I think it might be more relaxing. But I figured I would do this and